Where my haters, I don't got them, I'm not famous, no.
Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to this video. You guys can expect almost, I think, a double upload. So I'm gonna upload this one first, then you'll see another video later tonight or something. I don't know how I'm gonna post it, but yeah, you're gonna get back-to-back reaction videos. So I decided to make my first ever part 2 to a reaction video. At the beginning of the year, we reacted to the 15 worst comic superheroes ever created. Okay, so the video, the thumbnail looks like this. So this is part 2. The link for the first video will be in the description in case you want to watch it before you watch this one. So naturally, part 2, which I decided that it would be funny to put it at the end of the close to the end of the year, will be the 15 worst comic supervillains ever created. Okay, so that's what we're about to watch. So yep, sit back, relax, grab yourself, a couple of snacks or something, and let's watch this. Okay, let's enjoy. So here you go. Danger Dolan.
From villains that
a guy with a bee guy.
The only crime is that they're obese. We count 15
creepy mustache
awful
guy.
comic book villains ever to find their way onto printed pages.
15. Let's go.
Codpiece. This supervillain's
What?
powers come from a misunderstanding he had with a girl. She calls him short, which he immediately assumes is a reference to his tiny wang.
My God.
So naturally, he goes out and builds a giant pair of rocket cannon underpants with a spring-loaded boxing glove and a huge drill. He was inevitably defeated by the transsexual superhero Coagula. And if that doesn't scream social justice, then I have absolutely no idea what does.
14.
Walrus.
The
Walrus. A man who claims to have all the mighty strength of a walrus. Unfortunately, though, since those animals are typically slower and weaker than a human, he's saying he's not that great. Likewise, instead of breaking into banks or taking
I don't know about this guy.
Walrus likes to attack inanimate objects like walls and lampposts. In one comic issue, Spider-Man flicks Walrus with his index finger once, and it knocks him unconscious.
Dang, okay. 13.
Asbestos Lady.
Asbestos
This
Lady.
is a criminal that dons fireproof clothing lined with asbestos to ward off fires. She'll carry around a flamethrower and light everything ablaze, then walk out unharmed. Well,
what?
As unharmed as you might be wearing a suit lined with asbestos. She actually constructed asbestos bullets to attack her longtime adversary, the Human Torch. But in the 90s, she contracted cancer because asbestos.
Number 12.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
So you know those times when you're writing a comic book, you need a superpower, so you look around the kitchen and you realize, gee, I wonder what it would be like to turn into an ice cream.
No, that would suck.
Meet Ice Cream, the man who can melt his body down into an ice cream substance to slip under doors and feed small children. Unbelievably, his saga only lasted one comic. How could that happen?
Number 11.
Sports Master, a man named Lawrence Kroc who uses sport-themed weapons like exploding baseballs, flying bases,
but that version of
Sports
Master sucks.
knockout basketballs, lacrosse nets, and exploding hockey pucks. He also wears sports clothes because apparently his obsession with sports wasn't already obvious. This is his power. This is what he does. That's like me throwing an exploding modem because I work on the internet.
Okay.
Number 10.
Jin Genie.
Jin Genie, let's go.
A superhero that's so crappy, she's basically a villain anyway. Jin was a member of X-Force with the ability to generate seismic waves at her enemies, which sounds fine in itself, except she needed to be totally hammered to do so. In fact, her waves would be precisely equal to her blood alcohol level. And since she was an alcoholic anyway, she gets so drunk that she couldn't control her waves and instead hurt or kill her teammates.
Number 9.
Mr. An interdimensional
you mean
imp,
Mr.
enemy to Superman with a bizarre weakness that, even so, isn't as much a weakness.
He does look
more
creepy. He has a big ass head.
Thing. The only thing that can banish this guy from our dimension is to make him say or write his own name backwards. The problem is, though, his name is already a mess that saying it backwards is just as hard.
That sucks.
So it's not a weakness, it's just a bizarre thing that tends to not happen yet works somehow.
Number 8.
Number 8.
Bat-Mite, another interdimensional imp, but more of an annoyance than true enemy to Batman. He comes from a 5th dimension, too difficult to understand for us with our measly 3 dimensions. He tends to show up and idolize Batman, only disappearing when Batman tells him off, to which he cries, as popularized by the animated series, I just want to help.
Number 7.
Calendar Man. This guy's a villain that only commits crimes on a given date, mainly holidays when it's more lucrative or simpler.
Okay.
The only issue is, when you know the date someone is planning a crime, wouldn't you, arrest him before that day and keep him there? Criminal intention, maybe. Likewise, his costume is entirely composed of dates. So he is carrying around the time and dates of his every crime. So all you have to do is catch him, and the evidence is pinned all over his body. And his costume is bright red. He could not be more obvious in a crowd. He might actually be the worst supervillain of all time, let alone this list.
Number 6.
Pink Pearl. You want to know what her superpower is? She's fat. She is evil because she is fat. Okay, that's it. She opens a male strip club, and now she's known as a master of evil. So take heed, ladies and gentlemen. If you get fat, you're going to be labeled a dangerous criminal.
That's messed up.
Number 5.
Condiment King. A recurring villain on Batman who wields condiment cannons to spray food.
You want some mustard? Get some mustard, bro.
Some ketchup. He's generally known for his Mr. Freeze-like cringeworthy condiment puns like, I knew you'd catch up with me sooner or later, and let's see if you can cut the mustard. Wildly popular character, surprised he didn't get his own feature film / cooking documentary.
Number 4.
Ruby Thursday, a scientist who develops a high-tech organic computer. But instead of selling it or monetizing it in any way, no, she carves up her own head and plants it smack bang atop her
She
neck.
cut off her head?
Now the red ball she calls her face can alter its shape so she can form tentacles, fire projectiles, and blasts of pure force. And as a bonus, if the sphere is removed from the body, she can still control it. Now this is just me, but I would have just, left my head as it was and possibly used a tablet or something, because when I get a critical error, I wouldn't feel so great about not being alive anymore.
Number 3.
Polka Dot Man. So I feel mixed about this guy since the idea is both good and horrendous. On one hand, Polka Dot Man is covered in a suit made from polka dots that, when removed, transform into much larger objects like a weapon or even a flying saucer.
But his costume
on the downside, the man is covered in a suit made from polka
ridiculous.
Dots, and that is how he commits
needs a new
crimes. Inconspicuous.
Number 2.
Egg Foo. You know how people like to draw little faces on eggs? Let's make one of those a supervillain. Sure, that sounds like a ridiculously acceptable idea. So they did. And Egg Foo is a Chinese communist house-sized egg with a twirly mustache that can whip or strangle people because why not? He also has egg relatives and a robot twin called Dr. Yes.
Number 1.
Fisherman. Aquaman is known worldwide as a pretty unpopular, kind of a useless superhero.
Let's go.
But what happens when you make an even lamer but evil version of him? Fisherman uses a high-pressure suit, a fishing rod, and several lures. Yes, he's just an ordinary fisherman that happens to commit crimes.
What's up.
In one story, it's revealed he's actually an alien parasite that grafts itself onto an individual's head because otherwise nobody would care about his existence. That is it for this countdown. Have a good one!
Okay. Good enough for me. So that was the 15 worst ever comic superheroes ever created, and as you can see, some of them are a little bit more cornier than others, and some of them, you might agree that might not make the list, and that's okay. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions. I hope you guys liked this video. Like, subscribe, and the next reaction video for this will be a Christmas themed reaction video. So if you liked it, like, subscribe. Let me know let me know one of the supervillains you think that should have been on this list that wasn't on this list, and if you could take away one of these supervillains off this list, and who would it be? So yep, that's it for the video. Actually, you know what, since I'm wearing the Flash shirt, I will see you guys in a flash. See ya.
Breaking news! Cotton Eye Joe. Where did he come from? Where did he go? More at 10.